Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Shadow of the Tomb Raider Deadly Obsession video walkthrough. This is the mission Veni, Vidi, Perdidi, and the beginning of this is 100% expositional puzzle solving and adventuring, so I'm not going to talk through it. The only thing I'm going to tell you is before you touch the cross to transition into the basement, you want to go back and save. If you go back and save, you will never have to do all the puzzle bullshit at the top of the church again if you mess up on the combat that's coming on later on. The good news for me, I didn't mess it up, but if you do, this is the best checkpoint I can give you because there is no other checkpoint in this level.
7 steps closer to God.
Who knows? Maybe it'll help. Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez. And under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings.
These notes were written by the founder of the Sector 7. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge. That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse. There's a whole mural under here.
When we find the box, how do we get the key back? Etzley is young to have all that response. Something?
I can only imagine.
There's an inscription here. Ambulate dum lucem habitis.
Walk while you have the light.
I did it. I wouldn't want to be buried in here. My head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you,
Sounds like a hint.
or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
I'll give you a boost. Hey, it worked. The light leads this way. Yeah,
Let's have a look at these frescoes.
these people look like they were tortured. Hung up in the ceiling.
I don't think this was just a crypt. I'll get it.
Station 5. Jesus falls a second time. Laura, is that what I think it is?
So I hope you didn't have any problems with that section just then, folks. A lot of those puzzles, if you do them incorrectly, will instantly kill you and you'll have to do all the other shit again. But here is the first of the sequences coming up. I actually have a really good path through here. If you wait for the guy in front to move around that corner and you roll and follow him, you can get to the edge of this level without engaging anybody. I did it on my hard run. It's a cool path, it's really quick, and it looks awesome. But because I don't have any checkpoints, I hesitated at the beginning to do it, and instead we're going to do this differently. Instead, we're going to kill everybody in this room, and we're going to do it by exploiting the fact that the AI knows where you are at all moments, and will oftentimes patrol exactly where you are. As evidenced by this dude, who for some reason is literally a whisker away from me, and doesn't see me, which is cool, right? So this piece of cover here is going to be the God cover for this particular sequence. And all we're going to do is stab people. Stab them all real good. We're also going to get rid of the guy with the thermal goggles because he's quite dangerous. And to do that, I'm going to shoot him with the virus arrow, the fear arrow, sorry. And he's going to get wrecked. So he should kill one person along with himself dying. I have the upgrade right now for this to last longer, but it doesn't seem to be more effective. So he kills that guy with his shotgun. He shoots over there and probably misses. Everyone's going to be kind of alerted now and patrolling, and it's going to work into our favour because we're going to use that to kill them. Because Lara loves killing people. It's her favourite thing. So just be patient, and you'll see them start to move around. He checks the body. This is going to put people on edge, and this is when they're going to start pretending to patrol and just come exactly where you are. Because video games, right? I love it. And you'll notice it. Did you ever play The Last of Us? I hope you did. It's a great game. There's a section in The Last of Us where the boss David is wandering around, and he is perfect at just happening to wander in your direction. Have you ever noticed that? He's wonderful at that. There's so many games that has it as well, where they pretend and they always walk in the right places. Evil Within had it too, where the enemies would walk in the right places. The serendipity of their fortune was wonderful to watch. But now we have a body, we have a nice little visual aid for them to come over here, and then we can stab them. They don't see a body and go, hang on a second, maybe there's a really vicious, nasty spider in those leaves and it bit him. Maybe this is natural causes. This guy shows a bit of a wide berth, and then I teleport him into my knife because Lara is the angel of death. And that might be it. If it is it, use this as an opportunity to loot the bodies that you didn't execute. And then you can move on to the next sequence. And the next sequence is the one where I needed a Molotov, but I couldn't find one, and then I find one afterwards, which is really cool. But I can save you the problem, right? Because you can watch this video and know exactly what to do. And the only reason that this next section goes bad is because the platforming screws me. And it screws me because I didn't realise I couldn't return to a particular piece of platforming. And Lara falls through it and everybody sees me. So use this as an opportunity to cover yourself in mud. Reload all your guns just in case shit hits the fan. And do not carry any bottles through this opening because she drops them as she climbs through, which is really handy. I understand why they've done that though. The Molotovs and the improvised explosives are so powerful. If you could carry them everywhere, you'd never have to shoot your gun. You'd never have to stab people. It'd be crazy. But at the beginning of this, there's going to be a guy that gives himself to you. This guy here. If you're quick enough, you can probably get both of them. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, stab him, into him, and somehow don't get seen by anybody. Super handy that. So do you see that pillar to my right just then? In that corner, there is a Molotov. So turn left around here, and then go to the left and you'll find a Molotov. That's the one I couldn't find. And you might wonder, how the hell did you not find it, Chris? It was pretty much the only place I didn't check. So it was my fault. But from here, I'm going to move around and jump to my left. This log that I'm stood on is the log that has questionable detection. So be careful jumping back to this log. It might not work the way you intend it to. Also, ahead of me, directly in that opposite corner, at like 1 PM on the clock from where we're facing. Did you see it just then? It's here. It's next to this somewhere. Is it on the other side of this? I'm stood bang next to it. That's where the bottle was. It's there. Did you see it? Oh my god, I saw it. Damn, why did I not see that? You literally get to see it in this run, and I didn't see it. How did I not see it? I couldn't tell you, folks. I was too busy staring intently at the men, apparently, of whom I love to murder, because I'm a sociopathic, psychopathic ender of life. Oh my god, I rolled over it! How did I not see that? Wow, that is unfortunate right there. It just goes to show, though, when it doesn't pop up on the screen, you know, with those holographic hold button to pick up, you just don't register because your eyes are too busy looking everywhere else. You're so focused on one point of the screen, you don't see it. I didn't see it anyhow, you guys did. That's so crazy that I didn't see that. But these three people will all move together, and you can throw a Molotov and get rid of all of them. And you've seen the bottle now, so definitely do that. And if you come over here, there's one guy left. So if you Molotov all of those guys when they're all together, there's pretty much one or maybe two dudes left. And then after that, you can just jump on them from a building and kill them, and it's dead easy. Like, you can jump on the guy now on the left and then go and execute the other guy, and you'd be done. But I couldn't find the bottle. So, alas, this is messier than it need be. And you can kind of see me looking around right now, like, there must be something I can throw. I'm looking, is there anything here, anything there? Nothing there, nothing there. Where's a bottle? Where's anything? Where's an improvised explosive? Come on, video game, give me a solid. Just nothing. If you're wondering what's happening right now, it's not snowing, it's ash, because the world is ending. It's very apropos. Can you see it? You can kind of see it if you know what you're looking for. I'm going to blame the N64. If the graphics were even more spectacular than they are, I would have seen it. But watch this. Thanks, game. That was awesome. And now everybody knows where I am, so pull out your gun and start shooting people. But there is an argument to be made that this is a much easier way of doing it, because all you have to do is come to this corner and shoot people, and this will be over in seconds, because the AI is not very spectacular. The gunplay is terrible, but you'll get used to it, and it's very quick. So if you wanted to path of least resistance, just shoot everyone with the shotgun. You'll do just fine. And that's it. So I was pissed off because I know I could have done that better, but does it really matter as long as you get it? And then I'm going to stumble upon the bottle right now. Look at it. I'm looting the people, and I see the bottle. Boom. And it's just that moment where I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you... Oh my goodness. I was really, really upset. But that's what happens, guys. Welcome to Deadly Obsession. And the reason I didn't restart and do it cleaner for the sake of the walkthrough is because I don't really want to play this game. So I just wanted to get it done. And if I can get it done with zero interest in playing the game, you can get it done as well. But up here, where I'm about to climb, that's an improvised bomb if you want to make it. So if you can get to that, you can use a bomb. And up here, there's all kind of petrol cans that you can use as explosives. There's even a red barrel that you can use to your advantage too. So there's no real reason to have trouble here. It's just, how clean do you want it to be? Or do you want to do it like the A-Team would do it? But the good news is, the A-Team never kill people. Everybody just kind of falls down. And, that's just not how Laura digs it, you know. If she's not got her knife embedded in your sternum, if you don't have an artery gushing, Laura is not happy. The only time you see the bitch smile is when she's sticking dudes. But when you climb over here, this is the part of the game I was dreading. I was really intimidated by this next firefight. Oh no, sorry, there's a stealth mission coming up, my bad. This is great as well. My first run, I got a sexy path through this entire sequence using the high grass to get to the end. I did it without interacting with a single person, no alerts, no kills, no nothing. When I'm on the permadeath mode, I go for an execution that I shouldn't have gone for, and then everybody sees me, and I have to shoot everyone. And it goes really badly. So don't do this, guys. This was a stupid mistake. Unless you want to shoot everybody, and then exactly do this, because I'm going to move back towards this car, and then everyone else is going to die as Laura smiles and enjoys herself. Laura. She's called Lara, Chris. Brian Chaz Lara. But there's a lot of people here, so it does get a little crowded. Handily for us, we have a light machine gun, and when you put a light machine gun in such capable murderous hands, she will make masterpieces of all these former human beings. But this is a big sequence too. There's a lot of enemies here, and it's quite a large arena. So it takes the next set of bad guys a while to come over here, but they are alerted. So don't think that you can just go back into the grass and start stealthing, because the moment you do that is the moment a shotgun guy magically has an epiphany and kills you. So do you see him over there? He's kind of coming this way, kind of pretending to be suspicious. I'm just going to shoot him in the face, because he knows where I am. I've been bitten before. And this is where the collision on the truck is a little interesting, because it doesn't let you shoot him as quickly as you'd like. Here's my fantastic aim. A couple of shots. Look at this guy just shrugging fucking bullets off. Admittedly, only one of them hit him, but still. This game, dude. I'm really interested to go back to the second Tomb Raider to see if the weird, when you shoot them, they don't take damage afterwards and they don't get interrupted, is in that game. Because whoever changed that design and thought that that was a good idea, fundamentally misunderstands what makes shooting in third-person shooters fun. They've single-handedly ruined the shooting in this game. And if it was a full team that did it, shame on you. And how the director didn't play it and think it was bad, I have no idea. I suppose people just like different things, right? I like good games with responsive controls and satisfying mechanics, and then there's people that like this. But there's 30 experience for clipping that guy. Did I heal? I healed, which means there's nobody left. So now we can push forward and get to the end of this section. So the next firefight coming up is an intimidating one because it's a mandatory shootout. The cover that you have is actually pretty good, but it feels intimidating because you're downhill from the enemies. The only threat is the guys that rush you, and if you pull your shotgun out and you do it correctly, you can wreck them anyway. Everybody else can be clipped with explosive barrels and with some well-placed spawn kills. I did this first attempt, and I found it easy. This was going to be the hardest part of the game in my mind from my practice run, and I had no problems, guys, so you're going to do just fine. But skip the cutscene of the helicopter as it deploys the troops, and then from the piece of cover that you're in, you want to begin by taking out the people on the ground, the people that are closest to you. Unfortunately, you can't skip this cutscene because this game is really strange like that. You can also throw this if you want to, throw the canister. But there's a barrel just there, blow the barrel up, and then shoot him. Enjoy the low frame rate, happens all the time. And then, see these guys climbing down? One bullet as they climb down will kill them instantly. No idea why. Every single one of those men was a potential threat, and now she's put them in the ground. She's done the Lara Croft special. And then there's these guys that turn up. I don't know if those were people that dropped down or just individual spawns. But from this point onwards, clip these guys, use the explosives to your advantage. When anyone throws a grenade, move to this piece of cover, and then proceed to just repeat what you're doing. These guys are going to rush, so feel free to put your shotgun on, because you're going to put 50 rounds in people. They're not going to feel them because the gun mechanics are shit, and then you're going to take damage. Feel free to heal as well. Healing is really powerful. You've got like 10 of them. There's almost no reason to ever not use them unless you're like me and you choose not to use them in a no upgrade, no skill, no healing run, which was a lot more fun than this difficulty. And then that's it. How easy was that? Telling you though, folks, I was really nervous for this fight, and it was the easiest fight in the game. I have no idea why I was worried about it, and you shouldn't be worried either. The only thing you should be worried about is the jumping section coming up, where if you die, you go back to the church!
Impossible. I can't carry anymore. What the?
Give me that box.
So I don't have to tell you that this is going to be stressful. And it's just going to be stressful because dying in these sections is the easiest thing you can do in this game, because they just simply do not work as well as they do in Uncharted. Uncharted has mastered these moments, Tomb Raider has not. And hopefully we don't get another one in this new trilogy, and we get a new version of Tomb Raider that makes these moments work better. And luckily for me, I didn't die here. But I know that I could have. And I know that you might, because it's not up to you guys. Does she grab the ledge? Does she use the axe? Does it work correctly? Do you stumble and the jump doesn't come out correctly and you fall in a hole? I pray that there's a checkpoint here, just in case, because why the fuck would you want to fail on such a shit section after doing all those gameplay moments that were actually intensive and needed your brain, and then you die on something as stupid as this? I will never know. But just be focused, stay cool, and you'll be fine. This is not difficult. All this is, be careful here too, I've died on this bit on my first run. I didn't jump far enough and it killed me. I wasn't making that same mistake, I tell you that. But you're going to see me hesitate on the next jump, I think. Watch this. Boom, back up, and then jump again. Do not go too early, guys. Going too early can sometimes be as dangerous as going too late. And then once you do that, there's a mandatory cutscene coming up that you have to listen to for like 50 minutes. Don't worry, the moment the cutscene ends, you can touch this campfire and you never have to do that shit again. And it's a pretty fun section, but going back to the church every time you fail is pure AIDS.